Oh, really? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Yo, HD Live. HD Live took the Queen Maker Pussycat Facts Report video and he put it on his channel. Now we put it on mine. Mine shot up to what 27 views or something like that. And that was by the time we ended the live stream. So after we ended the live stream and a couple hours went by, I guess it was about what 4 o'clock. I, um, I went and checked HD Live page, man. Yo, the dude had like 150 views on the Queen Maker jump off. So that's a good one. The Queen Maker is a good spokesperson for the PCF report. Because you got to realize, I know it's short form or whatever the case is, but no matter what the form is, I could have put it on this channel. We wouldn't get anything. It would have to be like I don't know. Maybe, we'll try it. We'll try it on this channel. But for me to get more than 60 views over here, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Going at the sisters already. But HD Live, his video took off. I don't know if he got any comments on it or anything like that, but it's unfortunate that we say taking off is 150 views, but we'll take anything at this point because one thing we realized, we was the only ones talking about the PCF report. Nobody else in the whole wide world. So we are making progress, as little as it seems. I was saying to myself in the car, like, shit, you niggas ain't got no TikToks. Maybe we need to all make some TikToks. And yo, just put this stuff up there for the fuck of it. Shit, I'm making the content. Put all this shit on your TikTok. Who cares? We're trying to change more than, I guess, ourselves. Like King Disagreeable said, we'll worry about our pockets somewhere else. Over here, we doing the message.
155 at the time, and I got down to like 127. That was the first time I ever did like a big weight transformation because I never had so much weight to lose. So I did that, and then a couple years later, I got pregnant with my daughter. When I got pregnant with my daughter, things were a little different. My life was very different. I had just finished nursing school. I was about to start a job. I had a lot of stress about that. I had postpartum depression, which I didn't really know until years later.
Oh, I didn't know.
Imagine bringing your side project.
I didn't know this woman had a baby, but we'll break the story down anyway.
Realizing like I was going through it silently, basically, because I didn't really know that I was. So that kind of put me in a really bad place. And that's kind of where everything started with my weight. So I was never able to fully lose the pregnancy weight from that pregnancy. I would lose 20 pounds, gain 20 pounds, lose 20 pounds, gain 20 pounds. And this happened over and over again for 9 years, literally. There were times where I would maintain the weight loss, but I kept creeping higher and higher. So at first I would stay like in the 160s and I would get to the 170s.
Story sounds pretty weird so far. Is it just her and her daughter? She ain't got no ring on. She said I got pregnant with my daughter. Hold on.
Where everything started with my weight. So put me in a really bad place that I was. So on it, realizing like I was going through it silently. Basically, when I got pregnant with my daughter, things were a little different. My life was very different. I had just finished nursing school.
I got pregnant with my daughter. I just finished nursing school. She not saying, well, I got, I got engaged. Shit sounds weird. Let's go.
Start a job. I had a lot of stress about that. I had postpartum depression, which I didn't really know until
My gladiator mad at me, so I get to go live, I guess. She ain't talking to me. Let's go.
years later, looking back on it, realizing like I was going through it silently, basically, because I didn't really know that I was. So that kind of put me in a really bad place. And that's kind of where everything started with my weight. So I was never able to fully lose the pregnancy weight from that pregnancy. I would lose 20 pounds, gain 20 pounds, lose 20 pounds, gain 20 pounds. And this happened over and over again for 9 years, literally.
And her husband wasn't saying, baby, you look good like that. Nothing. Just no man. She just got a baby. It's like the man never existed. Let's go.
There were times where I would maintain the weight loss, but I kept creeping higher and higher. So at first I would stay like in the 160s and I would get to the 170s and then the 180s. And next thing you know, I'm in the 200s. I felt like I was just stuck. I would lose 20 to 30 pounds. And then the next event would happen. It would be a birthday. It would be like a party for some reason, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever the case. I would have a slice of cake and everything would go down the drain.
She in the other room talking on the phone, doing her 1 and 2, whatever.
Like, it was crazy, you guys. It was actually insane. I'll touch a little bit more about this later when I talk about Wegovy and semaglutide. That was always like my downfall. And it would
Wegovy, and whatever the other name is. So this woman, she done went through so many things with her weight that she went there.
happen every time, even though I knew that it was gonna happen. Like, it's like I couldn't control myself. I couldn't control my thoughts. I had no self-control, no willpower.
How do you maintain and creep up the same time? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. No, nothing's easy with the gladiators. That's why I always say, don't let that stuff get you down. Have some fun.
Any bit of just simple sugar would just do it for me every single time. So that's kind of my backstory. That's kind of where I started. Fast forward to 2019, I believe I got officially diagnosed with PCOS. I knew that I had it, and it kind of explained a lot more for me. It made everything make.
One more time. Finally, in 2019, I got diagnosed, but I knew I had it.
I believe I got officially diagnosed with PCOS. I knew that I had it, and it kind of explained. Fast forward to 2019, I believe I got officially diagnosed with PCOS. I knew that I had it, and it kind of explained a lot more for me. It made everything make sense, like as to why this was so difficult. Because with PCOS, you do deal with a lot of things that will make weight loss very difficult. It makes the whole thing 10 times harder. Dealing with insulin resistance, which is what I think really made it almost impossible to not collapse. If you know, you know. Like, if you've dealt with that, and if you've dealt with that or you are dealing with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's literally like you're addicted. Like, you cannot control yourself. I don't think somebody who's never been through it can understand, because prior to me going through it, I could never understand. I wouldn't be able to understand.
I told y'all before, who understands this sort of behavior? Who understands this addictive sort of behavior?
About, like, it's literally like you're addicted. Like, you cannot control yourself. I don't think somebody who's never been through it can understand, because prior to me going through it, I could never understand. I wouldn't be able to understand. I really wouldn't. The more weight I gained.
There you go, guys. The only people that can understand that sort of addiction, in my opinion, is a crackhead.
The worse my symptoms kind of became. That's something that I noticed personally, and I'm pretty sure there is science behind that. So we're going to fast forward.
No, there is no science behind it. The problem is addiction is more than in the form of drugs and crack. You can be addicted to anything.
Again, to 2023, which is this year, I was already dealing with my low self-confidence. I tried so hard to do the whole body positivity thing, and I just felt like I was lying to myself, honestly. Like, I could not take myself seriously. I felt like I was not happy with myself. I didn't feel good. I didn't like the way I looked. I just constantly was thinking about it. It was just one more thing in my mind, the back of my head at all times. Like, I just could not.
Why can't you stay organized? I've experienced this myself, and it's called chronic impulse control, where you
I couldn't fake the funk. Like, I really just couldn't. And I felt like I just had to do something about it. I tried so many times over the years, and I felt like I just had to do something this year. Like, it was now or never. In the spring, a lot of talk was coming out about semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy. Like, there was a lot of talk about those medications. Let me tell y'all, I am the last person to take medication. I'm that person that will go take a nap before I take an Advil. If my throat is bothering me, I'm going to go gargle some salt. I'll take honey and lime for a cold. Like, I'm that person. Like, I really don't prefer to take medications. So when I decide to take a medication, I'm going through it. Okay, like, I'm really going through it. And I did try metformin back in 2019, actually, when I first found out I had PCOS officially. it was not for me. I had the worst stomach issues. I was always nauseous. It did work in the sense that I was able to lose weight and it did help control my cravings a bit, but I had the worst GI symptoms from it and I just couldn't do it. I was working full time as a nurse at the time. I never knew when I would need to run to the bathroom, and it was just not the ideal situation. I don't like using the bathroom in public, and it was not just a regular use the bathroom situation. It was like use the bathroom, okay? Like it's coming now. Like run and make sure you have your poo-pourri with you. That type of use the bathroom, okay? So eventually I did it for 2 months, I want to say, and I stopped. I never refilled. I just stopped it because it was not working. So in May of this year, when I was going to my primary care doctor, I really was going to bring it up again. This year in May, I felt like this is it. I have to do something. So I actually thought about starting metformin. I said maybe because I'm working from home.
This shit is crazy, man. Let's move on.
Pounds. So I'm very happy. I am a long way into my journey. I'm at the point where I feel like, oh, girl, you doing it. Like I said, when I lost 30, I was kind of like, let's see where this goes. But now that I'm 55 pounds down, I'm like, oh, girl. Like I'm definitely building my confidence back. I'm feeling more like myself. I'm seeing my face that I have known myself as, for most of my life. Simply having my confidence back is such a big deal to me. I'm just, so grateful that I'm able to get so far into my journey.
We are fucked up out here, players. It is what it is.
When I was first diagnosed with PCOS, I had no idea what I was doing. No doctor really explained it, and I had to figure everything out on my own. I had to figure out what to eat, how to manage my symptoms, and how to not be ashamed of my body. And honestly, that felt so isolated, and I felt so alone. That's exactly why I created the PCOS Healing Circle, which is the private Facebook group for women that are dealing with PCOS, specifically Black women. It's a safe place where we can vent, feel seen, actually share our stories, and support one another. I know a lot of people always DM me asking questions, but the PCOS Healing Circle is going to be the best place to ask a direct question and actually get answers from other women dealing with PCOS. I honestly wish I would have had a group like this when I first found out I had PCOS. That's why I'm just so passionate to share it. So yes, sis, you don't have to do this alone. Click the link in my bio to join the PCOS Healing Circle because healing is so much better in community. When I was first diagnosed with PCOS, I had no idea what I was doing. No doctor really explained it.
You know what?
I had to figure everything out.
You know what? I'm starting to get some ideas, because I had the idea before. I had the idea before of, playing this. Man, I don't really love it, but like kind of playing these videos to show brothers where like they're trying to make it cool and have healing circles and all that. And on the men's side, then, we cut into the video or whatever the case is. Cut into the video. Boom. Yeah, tell the story. Yeah, my shorty had the same thing. Blase, blah, blase, blah, telling how it hurt him. You understand? So that's one of the ideas that I had, because we got to switch the videos up a little bit, I believe. So say she was telling this story, I would have the AI guy cut in. Word, son, I had a shorty with the same issue, blase, blah. Nah, son, that shit don't work, fellas. you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Something like that. That's why I was trying to say earlier, I need some different stories or some different ways that we could play the video, because I just can't keep putting the PCF report behind these people. Or can we? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. I believe that's part of the, I guess, promotion. But yo, this dude HD Live, his video is taking off. Let's see where his video is at, man. This is crazy. Oh, this dude is blowing up. Oh shit. Yo, son. The man got 600 views in a half a day on the Queen Maker. He got 600 views on my other favorite video, the white girl.
Hey, TikTok. I don't think me and Sharon are gonna.
No comments, though. No comments. They don't want to talk about this. No comments.
Friends anymore. We ran this thing called the Pussycat Facts Report on each other. I apparently scored a 40, and she scored a 70. And the higher you score in the Pussycat Facts Report, the worse off your box is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was going to get upset. I mean, I've never had an abortion. I've never taken birth control for 5 to 10 years. I've never done some of the things that she's done. My Pussycat Facts Report scored lower. I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal, but she's beautiful when she was upset that she scored high. Hey.
Oh.
I don't think me and Sharon are going to be friends anymore. We ran this thing called the Pussycat Facts Report on each other. I apparently scored a 40, and she scored a 70. And the higher you score in the Pussycat Facts Report, the worse off your box is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was going to get upset. I mean, I've never had an abortion. I've never taken birth control for 5 to 10 years. I've never done some of the things that she's done. My Pussycat Facts Report scored lower. I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal, but she's beautiful when she was upset that she scored high. Hey, TikTok.
Right. Now, remember, guys, that's me talking. That's me. You know? Boy, we're crazy over here. Yeah, we need help. But anyway, hey, look at this dude, man. This nigga channel is taking off. I'm telling you, brothers, make a TikTok and put in, you know, you ain't gotta like do shit on it. Just put these AI PCF people on there, man, and see where it goes. Look, we get no views over here. Look at what we got by just, you know, expanding a little bit. This man got 1,100 views. So we got the Pussycat Facts Report. It done spread it 1,100 times already. We're doing things here. Now let me see what I got on mine. Where's mine at, man? Hold on, let's go here. Look, I got 27 views. This man, his joint taking off. I only got 27.
I want you women to know why the Pussycat Facts Report is solid gold. These men have stopped playing with you women all the way. What you gonna say?
Word, man. Hopefully that nigga ain't cheating. But he wasn't, because he had 150 by the time we got off the live. Oh, no. He had 20 something or something like that. But it was climbing before we got off the live. All right, let's go. This dude is shining, man. Yo, niggas, I'm telling y'all, make yourselves a TikTok in your spare time, right? And let's just upload this bullshit to it. Let's put these AIs out. If it happens for you, it happens. It's easy work.
Hi everyone. This is my very first video I will be posting on.
Damn, look at this bitch mouth area. Look at her mouth area.
Social media. क्योंकि इसका पहला मैंने बहुत डाला था सी तो मैं ये सोचती रहती थी कि कोई मेरे बारे में सोचूगा although मैं हर महीने लोगों की है. So I'm recording this video. The reason is PCOS. मैं कितना पढ़ा सीखी जब शैतान थोड़ा नहीं आ सादा और थोड़ा PCOS हो जाती है and guess
oh no PCOS no PCOS
जब शैतान थोड़ा नहीं आ सादा और थोड़ा PCOS हो जाती है and guess what?
Whoa, sounds pretty serious, sister.
I just wanted to share my story about how I found out that I had PCOS because I feel like not one size fits all on symptoms. And I thought this might be helpful because I feel like so many times, like as women, we suffer in silence when we shouldn't have to. And I'm very transparent.
Stop the show. My gladiator's here, but I'm still going to have to cook. What do you mean you suffer in silence? You're a liar. You don't suffer in silence. You're not willing to tell the man. Fuck you mean it's in silence? You're not willing to tell the nigga.
Because I feel like so many times, like as women, we suffer in silence when we shouldn't have to. And I'm very transparent about my diagnosis and like everything about it. For me, I don't care. I got diagnosed with PCOS about 2-3 years ago and recently got diagnosed with secondary infertility. So
there you have it, guys. There you have it. That's when you just go down the rabbit hole, you start to realize, uh-oh. They just realized when they became nothing more than an object and a toy.
2-3 years ago, and I recently got diagnosed with secondary infertility. So secondary infertility is basically like when you've already had a child and now you basically are struggling or cannot have another one. First, one of the biggest symptoms was the irregular period, and of course, and I feel like that's like the main thing that a lot of women go through is the irregular period. But I would have periods, if that's what you can call it, for months. But it would be like very light, but it would be 2-3 months. Like it would be nonstop. And I just remember feeling so frustrated and almost depressed because I'm like, this is the most, I don't even know how to explain it. If you're
I'll explain it for you. Because I was just about to ask my class. See, we can all explain it to you. I was going to ask my class, but we can explain it for you. Why you were upset or depressed that you had this thing for 2 months or it was irregular where you couldn't know for sure, yo, it's not going to be here today. Why was that so upsetting? We can tell you why. Class, why? We know why. You know, it would only stop one thing from happening, right? It's only one thing to stop. Like, why would you care if you descended the boys and the, niggas ain't shit and all that? Why would you care? Baby, I want you. Girl, I know you got a body.
I don't even know how to explain it. If you're doing that for that long, like it's depressing. Honestly, it really is. And so I was having that, but it wasn't like a full blown either. It was like very sporadic thing. But it would last a long, long time. A lot of women, every time I've talked to them, they're like, I just don't get anything at all. For me, that's not a common.
Oh, man.
Hi, everyone.
I just wanted to share my story about how I found out that I had PCOS because I feel like infertility. So secondary infertility is basically like when you've already had a child and now you basically are struggling or cannot have another one. First, one of the biggest symptoms was the irregular period. And of course, and I feel like that's like the main thing that a lot of women go through is the irregular period. But I would have periods, if that's what you can call it, for months. But it would be like very light, but it would be 2-3 months. Like it would be nonstop. And I just remember feeling so frustrated and almost depressed because I'm like, this is the most, I don't even know how to explain it. If you're doing that for that long, like it's depressing. Honestly, it really is. And so I was having that, but it wasn't like a full blown either. It was like very sporadic thing, but it would last a long, long time. A lot of women, every time I've talked to them, they're like, I just don't get anything at all. For me, that's not a common symptom. Like, I don't know if you have that. So even when I went to my doctor, she's like, let's go ahead and check just to make sure that everything's okay. So according to my doctor, there's a criteria in order to diagnose you with PCOS, and you have to meet 2 out of 3. And one of them was having irregular periods, having high levels of testosterone, and ovarian cysts. And so when everything came back for me, I had a cyst on my right ovary, and I had a whole bunch of follicles trying to come out, but none of them were maturing. So that's a sign that your body's trying to ovulate, but it's not. Basically, when I got my labs back, they came back normal, but my testosterone level was at the very highest.
Right.
Like the last number before you can be in the abnormal level.
Right.
So there was that. And then obviously the irregular periods. So I met pretty much all of them. So then my doctor.
There you have it, guys. Now, what's the story? The story is I have been trying to impress you niggas really from day one, but once we took this turn where I knew I had all the education and the knowledge, I've been trying to impress you niggas ever since. doesn't seem to work. I mean, hey, remember when we first did the when the Emperor was around, when we first did the Pussycat Facts, whatever, infomercial, whatever bullshit. Like, we had big dreams of trying to push the shit. The Emperor, he was trying to read it out and shit. Yeah, the shit was crazy. And now look at us, man. I've been trying to impress you niggas in this war. And I just don't see, not from you y'all, but it's I'm trying to be impressive, man. That's the point. I know niggas ain't having these conversations. I know niggas, you know, brothers are doing their thing, but hey, we're putting in the work for the war. We're actually putting in the work for the war. Winning hand, might I add. Right? We done got, you know, spokespersons. We done did it all. We done got spokespersons. We done caught up with the new. We done caught up with the white boys. We're using AI, you know, for our business and stuff like that. You know, come on now.
Diagnosed me with PCOS, and so I've been dealing with it ever since. Again, one of the main symptoms that a lot of people have is not having a period. Mine, I will literally go months without him and then have months with it, and it sucks. Recently, I've been diagnosed with secondary infertility, and that's been a whole struggle. PCOS sucks, and it really has taken a toll on my life. But the reason why I talk about this is because I really want to put it out there so you can advocate for yourself, because God, it took me so long to get to this point of like figuring out what's happening with me. I wasn't told this until I did my own research, but people who have PCOS are more likely to get diabetes later on in life than somebody without it, because it causes insulin resistance, which my doctor has never gone through that with me. Never. I found that out myself. And so there's so many things that you need to like get in check early on before it turns into this huge thing. Like, as women, we are told that these topics are taboo, and we're told that, you know, like, we shouldn't be talking about these kind of things. And why not? It's like, as women, we suffer in silence.
As men, you are not supposed to know about these things, and you are not supposed to talk about these things. And what does the prince say? Why not? After all, my players are being burdened with some fucked up shit that nobody's talking about. Nah. This ain't the time to try to get sensitive on a player. No, we're not doing that.
All the time. I'm very transparent about this. I'm very transparent about like everything with everyone, because why? It could feel very defeating. And I know some days I'm still just like, why can't my body just work for me? You know?
What have I taught you? What have I taught you, class? Why does this happen to me? Why me? Why? Hey, yeah, hold on. I might have to get that Eddie Murphy shit. Why? Hold on. We got to do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's have a little fun, man. It's the evening time, man. It's night class. Let's have a little fun here. You niggas, you think that's why? That is some funny shit. Hold on a second, man. I keep telling y'all, man, this is how we started the game. I keep telling y'all. We, like, our generation, we was hip to this shit. We knew what the game was. All because of, you know, shows like this.
hell do you think you are anyway? Come to ask me, girl, and material world. Got to have some money. It says no romance without finance. And women love them songs. Have a day me lately. The record start off like that. I know he used to do shit for you, but what has he done for you lately? Pussy trap. Let's call him pussy trap. It's a trap. They trap you with the pussy. They catch you with the pussy. Ladies like sex just as much as we do, guys. But he's funny, but he's not. And you wait. You did. See, a lot of you ladies go, what does he mean he figured it out? And the woman say, ooh. It is talking to us. Who's pussy? What do you mean I don't own you? We have a relationship. I thought that we go. Why are you treating me like this? We have women sitting on the bed, leg shaking, go, oh my God, oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I never came like that before. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And the man get real cold on you, say some shit like, why don't you shake your ass home? Yo, what have you done? Sweet, innocent, little sweet. Ooh, like watch the guys' faces. Ladies, look at them. Guys, picture your woman fucking your best friend. Sneak out to the hotel and by myself for the weekend. See my friend. You go. Hold on. Hotel that your man staying in me. Go over there and tell him that you treat a woman like you like a princess. If you a white woman, I make you look down and talk it over. Well.
Hold on, man. Dang. Thought I had it.
Remember when your man couldn't make it, he would call? No more of that shit. He heard you go, woo, woo, I bed, a leg shaking, go, oh my God, what are you talking about? Why are you treating me like this? We have a relationship. You don't own me. What do you mean I don't own you? We have a relationship. I thought that we go together. I don't see no rings on your finger. But I love you. Well, what have you done for me lately?
Well, you know, that's how we learn the game, man. That's how we learned the game.
Like why? If you think you might have PCOS and you may have like similar symptoms, it doesn't hurt to, you know, check that out and try to manage it early on than waiting until it's like out of control. So I'm just putting it out there. So if you think that you may have it or anything like that, or if you have any questions, my DMs are open. Yeah. I just wanted to share my story.
Yeah, oh man, I keep messing that part up. Yeah, so that's what's up. Like I said, guys, I can't get over HD Live. Hold on, what's this? The only men you really see talking about this are the doctors.
I found out that today is World PCOS Day, and I've sparingly talked about having PCOS on my platform. It's so hard calling this a platform. And that's really in the context of people assuming I'm pregnant whenever I show myself from like the neck down. My PCOS journey is different from everyone else's, and I'm really glad that we foster a place where we're able to share our experiences, because the few times I do talk about it, a lot of people are in the comments sharing that they went for the same thing or similar thing. It took me going to 4 different gynecologists to get an actual diagnosis. I started noticing around 20 that my periods were not only irregular, which people told me it was normal, but also that they were heavier than normal. Now, again, I'm 20 at the time. I go to the gynecologist for the first time. A lot of, not every doctor, but a lot of like new doctors don't really care about bedside manner and patient consideration. So I was basically ignored by the first one. The second one was an older doctor who actually cared about bedside care and actually listened to my concerns. Now, he almost misdiagnosed me with endo because I was having terrible cramp attacks. That's what I call them, because it would just be so painful to the point where it happens when I'm driving and I had to pull over at a CVS parking lot. Now, we were going to do a laparoscopy, but then I moved after graduation. And if you've ever tried to make a gynecologist appointment, those take months to book. I moved back to the city. I get a physician and gynecologist appointment. They're months apart. But the physician basically looked over everything, my blood work, my basic panel, and just the overall introduction with patient and doctor, and basically was like, I think you most likely have PCOS. This is a common thing amongst my patients. Head over to the gynecologist. She got into her nurses. They're in the same like hospital network, and there's another new wave doctor that ignores my concern. It isn't until I have an entire health scare back in September of last year to where I had to go to an actual just gynecologist as well as a physician. This was out of pocket because this was not an annual appointment, so my health insurance did not cover it. That's when gynecologist number 4 gave me my official diagnosis. The relief I had from physician number 1 and gynecologist number 4 telling me, you are not crazy. This is what's happening. And I want for so many women, especially young Black women, to know if you feel something's wrong, go with your gut, make the appointment. Just trust in yourself because you are not crazy when you know something's wrong with your body.
There you have it, guys. You know? Let's check HD Live. Yo, this man's taking off. Look at this bullshit. The man's at 600 on 2 videos. Taking off. The man only has 392 followers. And he got 2 videos that's damn near, double. That's what you call content. That's how we was taking off at first over here on this channel. We had we was getting 1,000 views and only had 200 subscribers. We had that content. Because I know this is how the content works. Every time I had a YouTube channel, my views had, exceeded my subscriber numbers. And then, shit just stopped. But these are the right numbers. These are the right numbers right here. Hopefully it takes off on my channel. You get way more views than your subscriber count. That's what you call, I would say, shit. If the nigga get 5,000 views on one of these videos, I would say you could call that viral. I mean, the man is damn near 100 times. He's 100 times in his subscriber count. So yeah, that's good. Definitely killing me. I ain't getting nothing over here on the Queen Maker. All my views stopped. I wonder why. But that's why I was saying niggas need to make a TikTok. Your channel may be hitting. Your channel might be hitting. Never know what they're gonna do with the algorithm. Oh, I did see this other video earlier. Hold on.
Hey, bestie, I think I want to be vulnerable for a second. So I was diagnosed with PCOS at the age 15, yes, 15. And obviously as a 15-year-old, you hear that and you're thinking oh my goodness, I haven't even started any part of my life for real. And I'm already getting told this news that I could possibly not even be able to hold a kid. As a 15-year-old, how do you tell other girls that, you don't have your period like they have their period? It was draining, it was depressing, and so on. I feel like people don't talk enough about PCOS, so that's why I'm out here spreading my business. And every woman carries PCOS differently, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I'm 22 now, but...
Yeah, that shit is crazy. They be spreading my business. That's why, that's why HD Live on that video said, fuck you mean it ain't my business. It was true. I know it was true. What do you mean it ain't my business?
Getting told this news that I could possibly not even be able to hold a kid. You know, as a 15-year-old, how do you tell other girls that, you know, you don't have your period like they have their period? It was draining, it was depressing, and so on. I feel like people don't talk enough about PCOS, so that's why I'm out here spreading my business. And every woman carries PCOS differently, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I'm 22 now, but since then, since I was 15, I always had in the back of my head, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna want to be with me if I'm not gonna be able to have kids. But now my mindset obviously has changed because I'm an adult and shit don't even just work that way. About a year and a half ago, I was like in the mindset where I was like, okay, I want to see if I can have kids. I'm not ready to have a kid, but it's the fact that like I already know that as a young body, you know, with pregnancy and everything is gonna kind of like change my body, change my mind and all that. And I wanted to see if I can have a kid, period. My mindset is if I wait too long, then it'll be more complications.
Right.
They already told me.
Right.
Having PCOS, you're gonna have complications, and you probably can't even hold a kid anyway. So of course, I wanted to at least give my strong body at a young age the fight. You know, when you get older, your body's not gonna fight as hard. So I took it upon myself, and like a year and a half ago, I went to a fertility clinic.
Oh no!
It was going good. Like you put on this birth control, and then you're
hell no!
Intercourse with your partner at a certain
like only if you did it.
And stuff, honey. When I say that stuff is so stressful, like I started to stress my body out and all that, and I just kind of got scared and stopped going to the fertility clinic.
Wow!
Plus, every visit was like $100, and I was going every week. $100 every week for a girl with PCOS to try and get pregnant, y'all, which is insane. Honey, we did not choose this. That's what I don't understand. We don't choose this route. We're given this route. We shouldn't have to pay $100 every week you go to the freaking hospital or the clinic to, you know, try to carry a baby when there's women on this earth, and I'm so jealous, y'all. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you see that? Oh man, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do this on a real class. Now this was this was good. This was true. This was good. We're gonna have to do this at a real class.
We're giving this route. We shouldn't have to pay $100 every week you go to the freaking hospital or the clinic.
You know what?
To, you know, try to.
You know what?
There's women on this earth, and I'm so.
You know what? We're gonna make this bitch a spokesperson. Word. I like that. So now I see how they doing it. So you put that little text up top. Oh man, she's a great spokesperson. And the way that I'll do it, when she say, "Yo, I was so jealous." Hold on.
Hospital or the clinic to, you know, try to carry a baby when there's women on this earth, and I'm so jealous, y'all. I'm so jealous. I say that with every kind piece in my body.
There you go. I believe it. I like that. I'm so jealous. And she cut the video. I'm so jealous. Wow. That's a spokesperson. Because all we got to do is, okay, this is a good video. So look at what we're going to do. We're going to, like we did before, how the other girl, matter of fact, it's the video, HD Live video. That's the video I was talking about. It's a lot of videos like that. Oh, yo, the white girl was at 5 something when the Queen Maker was at 6 something. Now the white girl is ahead of the Queen Maker. And that's what I was trying to say. I want to do a video like this, right?
Hey, TikTok. I don't think me and Sharon are going to be friends anymore. We ran this thing called the Pussycat Facts Report on each other. I apparently scored a 40, and she scored a 70. And the higher you score in the Pussycat Facts Report, the worse off your box is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was going to get upset. I mean, I've never had an abortion. I've never taken birth control for 5 to 10 years. I've never.
Now, see, that's why we always said it's the jealousy, brothers. I taught you all of this stuff. It's the jealousy amongst one another. Now, watch this. We're gonna turn this person into a spokesperson. The jealousy amongst one another. So I'm gonna do a video like that with some black girls talking, or white, don't matter, right? And then this one's gonna come on.
Hey, bestie, I think I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second. So I was diagnosed with PCOS.
Then this one gonna come on.
Tell other girls that, you know, you don't have your period like they have their period. It was draining, it was depressing, and so on. I feel like people don't talk enough about PCOS, so that's why I'm out here spreading my business. And every woman carries PCOS differently, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I'm 22 now, but since then, since I was 15, I always had in the back of my head, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna want to be with me if I'm not gonna be able to have kids.
Oh, that's gold. Oh, that's gold. Oh, that's golden. Yo, so we could put like a video of some girl saying how, you know, whatever happened when they ran a report on one another, right? Then we could have this woman saying what she just said, and then she says more. So she says this part.
Since I was 15, I always had in the back of my head, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna want to be with me.
A man is not gonna want to be with me. Pussycat Facts report. She knew it since she was 15. So you put that there, and then you keep, because you're gonna say she was jealous.
We ever have kids, but now my mindset, obviously, have kids. I'm not ready to have a kid, but it's the fact that, like, I already know that as a young body, you know, with pregnancy and everything is gonna kind of like change my body, change my mind. Not PCOS, you're gonna have complications, and you probably can't even hold a kid anyway. Hard. So I took it upon myself. Sexual intercourse with your partner at a certain like day and stuff, honey. When I say that stuff is so stressful, like I started to stress my body out and all that, and I just kind of got scared and stopped going to the fertility clinic. And plus, every visit was like $100, and I was going every week. $100 every week for a girl with PCOS to try and get pregnant, y'all, which is insane. Honey, we did not choose this. That's what I don't understand. We don't choose this route. We're given this route. We shouldn't have to pay $100 every week you go to the freaking hospital or the clinic to, you know, try to carry a baby when there's women on this earth, and I'm so jealous, y'all. I'm so jealous.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. That's the part right there. And that's what happened with the white girl video. Her girlfriend got jealous. It's true. So, yeah, we're going to make this person a spokesperson. Word. Well, we got something good out of this live stream. All right, guys? We got something good out of this. This person is telling the real truth, the truth that I teach, jealousy. And remember, they don't want to get knocked up. It's just the fact that they want to have the ability, because that's what you sell to the man. I can make a family for you. That's what you sell to the guy. So yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have to matter of fact, let's get this done now while we're here. Let's get this done while we're here, B.
You're just a flightless bird!
Oh, it shows that I'm live on the other thing. Anyway, let's get this these clips.
You know, try to carry a baby when there's women on this earth. Honey, we did not choose this. That's what I don't understand. We don't choose this route. We're given this route. We shouldn't have to pay $100 every week you go to the freaking hospital or the clinic to, you know, try to carry a baby when there's women on this earth, and I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I say that with every kind piece in my body. Like, people who don't deserve children are just able to pop them out like gum. You know what I'm saying? But people who want kids aren't able to have them. Why is that? So as of right now, I'm not really trying anymore. I'm kind of like trying to figure my life out and stuff. But
I like that. So let's get the other clip. Let's get the other clip, and then we
kind of got scared and stopped going to the fertility clinic. And plus, every visit was like $100, and I was going to please give my strong body at a young.
Hold on.
Obviously, it's changed because I'm an adult and shit. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna.
Here we go.
So I'm 22 now, but since my business, and every woman carries PCOS differently, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I'm 22 now, but since then, since I was 15, I always had in the back of my head, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna want to be with me if I'm not gonna be able to have kids. But now my mindset obviously has changed because I'm an adult and shit don't even.
Wow. Wow. So we're gonna make this one of our spokespersons. Guess what we're gonna do, y'all? This is gonna be good. I'm glad we did this live stream. It opened up the creativity. So look, we're gonna do it like this. Oh, this is gonna be good. Check this out. So we're gonna, you know, have this woman's face up there, and she's gonna tell portions of her story, right? Yo, this is gonna be good. This is what we was thinking about the other day. So we're gonna drop the background. We're gonna drop the background. It's just gonna be her face, and she's gonna be telling her story. And once again, we're gonna have the PCF report in the background, right? And she's gonna be on the lower right-hand side of the screen, right? And Princella is gonna be on the top left-hand side of the screen. And she gonna criticize her. She gonna be like, "Yo, I told y'all don't want to listen to me." We got it. It's going to hit. Well, we don't know if it's going to hit, but I can show you proof that we have been hitting. So this one's gonna be a good video. You know what? We got our spokespersons. Let's go to HD Live. Show you niggas that it is hitting, nigga. You think what we doing ain't hitting? Look, the white girl running away with it. Yet we dropped the white girl yesterday. And like I said, today, the Queen Maker had ran by that and was all the way up to 6 something, and the white girl was at like 570. Which is the last hour. The time that we've been live, the white girl has moved 100 views. Just all this time that we've been live. Oh, he got it pinned. I don't know what that means. He gonna teach me that. Oh man, okay, he gonna teach me that. Okay. Wow. That is impressive work. So yeah. So, and like I said, these was our first videos. This one's gonna be good. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna have me some food, and then I'm gonna put that down because I don't want to stay up too late. I stayed up late doing all these other videos, B. I don't want to stay up late, man. I want to be rested for the Friday run. Oh, and I gotta do this video over because this dude said some funny stuff. The dude was saying he gonna take it. This video went bad. I gotta do this over.
This was meant to protect men from danger.
This video went bad. I have to erase it. He said we gonna take it. I didn't like that. So yeah, man. Yo, HD Live videos is popping. He got 700. That man accumulated 1,000. He accumulated 1,300 views in one day fucking with me. Make your TikTok and let me put these videos on your shit. I'm only going to create better stories and scenarios. Wait till y'all see this one We're going to do the Queen Maker talking to that girl. Because I always wanted to try to incorporate these videos that we done already seen, not make it a waste of money, you know, of time rather. Also, exposing. So I got to find out how to do that stitch incoming. Yo, look, guys, we on the right track. Okay. This right here is the proof, guys. It was only us. We were the only guys that knew about the PCF report. Now, 1,300 people on his channel alone in one day know about the PCF report. That is what you call growth. That is what you call spreading the word. Now, if y'all did the same thing, listen, your niggas ain't impressed with shit we do. You don't support shit. If you ain't on TikTok, that's even better. Make a fucking TikTok and start fresh with this. And then at that point, you can go anywhere you want with it if you choose to. You know? He know how to put the videos up and all that fly shit. I'm doing the shit on the computer. He's doing all this from his phone. Crazy work. When I start watching, the damn views stall out. Thought it was gonna keep going. My shit stalled out. Look, he got 600. I got 3 on the same video. I got 3 views. He got hundreds. Maybe some people sharing this shit from him. I don't know. But the new video that we gonna drop with this girl, yeah, this bitch. How is she still on the screen? That is interesting. How is she still on the screen? Because I'm changing the screen over here. I heard some feelings. Interesting. How is that even possible? But that's good, because I'm out of here. All right.